Hey guys, over the past couple of years, I've saw a lot of people complaining that their lightning cables break too easily. I'm here to say, if you take care of your cable, it will not fail you. Let me show you my cable. Yes, this is what I've been using to charge my phone for a long time. This, from what I remember, is the original Type-C power adapter from Apple. I bought this in April 2016 for my iPad Pro. And this is the same cable I got, too. It's the original USB-C to Lightning cable. Now, this cable I've featured in a video before. People are putting their cables into their phones like this, and taking them out like this. And this has been the best cable I've owned. It is very long, especially, for an iPhone cable. And yes, it has gotten a good amount of wear. As you see, this actually started fairly recently, like a couple weeks ago. It's discolored, even though, once or twice a year I go and wipe it down and clean it up. Sorry about the hole in my desk, but, another thing that happened was the inside of this got crushed by something. I don't remember what, and I ended up having to pry out pieces of this plastic. You can kind of see it right there. But yeah, this break has been fine. It's very scratched up. You can't see it under this lighting, but it is very scratched up, very dirty. I don't remember if this is the exact break, but I'm pretty sure it is. But I have one of these for my MacBook Pro, too. But I think that was 30 watts. So, yeah. It still plugs in fine. And here's the thing. I don't jam my cables in like this. I actually plug them in carefully. Like, I take the plastic tip of the cable, how you're supposed to be plugging it in, and I plug it in like you're supposed to, not like people do. I plug it in with the plastic tip, not with the cable itself. So, don't plug your cable in by the cable part. Plug it in by the plastic part. That way, you're not going to break it. Because if you see, for the first couple of years I had this, I did plug it in the wrong way, and it ended up affecting this a lot. It still survived, but, that's not what you're gonna want from your cable, obviously, and I really do regret doing that, because now I'm probably gonna have to buy a new cable soon. I will be fixing this cable up a bit. I got some electrical tape, so I'm just gonna be putting this on. I'd say this is a good amount of electrical tape. This is gonna hide that, and it should protect it against getting even more messed up. So, yeah. As long as you keep your cables in good condition, you won't have to upgrade them. If you keep your cables in good condition, they won't break. If you're wondering how often I use this, probably like twice a day I charge my iPhone. Also, I've saw some people complain about burnt pins. It doesn't affect how you charge your phone. These burnt pins are on every single lightning cable I own, and they have not affected my cable or my charging speed. It still charges, just a bit slower than it did when I bought it. Look at that. There's like 3 burnt pins there, and a couple more pins are starting to burn. One last thing, when you're storing cables, store them like this, so they don't get kind of messed up like it did here. If you store cables like this, they're gonna get creases in them, and that's gonna potentially damage them. So store them like this, rounded. It's how Apple stores them. It's how a lot of people store them. It's how I've been storing my cables for the past 2 years, and since then I haven't had any issues. So yeah, just a reminder, please don't store them like this. So yeah, thank you for watching. Goodbye.